What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast, coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow podcast brothers, Dorian, the D.A. Alberton, James, the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, and Daryl, D-Dub Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. Sports Chasers Podcast. We can be found on all podcast platforms, plus all social media platforms by searching Sports Chasers Podcast. All information is in our bio. Please be advised, at times there may be some explicit and colorful language. We are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another Thursday night, another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast, episode 147, episode 147. Yes, we have done 147 of these things, and we are still going on, man. Good to be with y'all tonight. A lot to get into when it comes to the world of sports. Excuse my stuttering. Hey, we're going to talk about MLB in the World Series. Hey, the Astros, they had a no-hitter last night. Shaking their head already. The series is tied 2-2. We'll talk about some NFL. We'll talk about some NCAA. Hey, Michigan and Michigan State fighting in the tunnel. Some players got suspended. They talking about arrests and stuff. So we'll holler at that incident. What else we got here on the rundown? Also, the upcoming NFL week, and there were some trades made. Hey, Dan Snyder looks like he's looking to sell the Washington Commanders. We'll talk about that. NHL with me. Yes, Dan has left it up to me. He gave me his notes to talk a little bit about the NHL. We're going to talk about some NBA. Ryan was going to be our main man. Ryan was going to be with us, but he can't be with us tonight. He will be with us next Wednesday. We will not be on next Thursday, but we will be on next Wednesday, 7:30. Look for us next Wednesday at 7:30. But with that said, going from left to right of my screen, hey, the DA, he's here. DA, what's up, brother? What's going on tonight with you, brother?
What's going on? We good. Everything is good here. Ready to get into it. Get started.
No doubt.
A lot of exciting things are happening in the world of sports right now.
A lot of exciting things going on in the world of sports. D-Dub, what's good, brother?
Yo, what's really good, man? How y'all doing? Sports Chasers Podcast, Thursday night. About to do it.
No doubt. Like I said, Thursday night Sports Chasers Podcast. Mike Mills will be on here shortly. The Angry One, James Eric, he'll be with us shortly. Excuse me, let's clear my throat. Hey, as we say that, let's start with what's on my background here, my TV. Major League Baseball between the World Series between the Astros and the Phillies. The series is currently tied at 2-2. The Astros won a very pivotal game 4 last night. They tied the series up at 2-2. They won it 5-0. 5-0. There was a no-hitter thrown last night. Combined no-hitter. As D-Dub gives me this look. We kind of said this on the pre-show meeting. I was going to ask them this question, and I'm getting a lot of the size. Well, D-Dub, go ahead. Take it away from there. The Astros and the Phillies are tied 2-2.
Yeah, good win by the Astros. They had to tie it up, and it's tied at 2-2. And, Philadelphia still has a chance to, take a game. And before I believe they go back, right?
They ain't Philly tonight.
Yeah, Philly tonight go back.
Yes.
So at least they could get another one at home and try to steal one again on the road when they get back to Houston. So, but shout outs to Houston for they champs too, man. They don't lay down. And as far as this no hitter, I mean, it was a good game pitched by what's his name, Javier,
Yes,
Christian Javier. Christian Javier pushed a tremendous game, and he had other arms to come in to give him a little bit of relief down the stretch. So now as excited, I'm not that excited because I'm not used to. I'm not from that era of no hitters. That's we think of a no hitter, we think of one guy completing a whole game. So that's in most people's book who watch baseball. So good job by all the guys, but this is a collective no hitter.
So as you say that, and I didn't mean to sigh.
Okay.
No,
I'll take it, man. I don't care, man. Dusty's my dude.
well, go ahead, DA.
However you get it, Dusty, let's do it.
Let's
Get
go.
it how you live, Dust. I'm good. However you doing it, man. That's why having a good manager and a good staff around you, not talking about players, but coaches, pulse of the team, doing their homework, what pitchers have a favorable matchup against what batters, it matters. And this is how it matters.
A win is a win. I'm
man,
with you.
I don't care. I'm not going to begrudge them, man. Take it how you take it. Because, listen, it's a good team. It's a good team, and they won the game.
Christian Javier threw 97 pitches, and he went 6 innings. Then came Brian Abreu, Rafael Montero, then Ryan Presley to shut the door. So this is a combined 4-pitch no-hitter, kind of unconventional like the no-hitters that we think of in the past, especially, some people who may say that, hey, this is not a conventional no-hitter because look at Don Drysdale. Don Larson. 56 World Series. The New York Yankees against the Brooklyn Dodgers.
He was on the Greenies.
That's not how you do it.
He was on the Greenies, right? So, back then, I'll give nobody a pass, right? So, look, what I'm saying is this. If you think about it realistically, 3 of those dudes can pitch tonight because nobody else went more than 25 pitches. So, you still got arms that you can bring back tonight, and you just won last night.
So let me just be real. Let me get out that character right there. To be certain, Dusty Baker absolutely has to do what? He needs to win, and by all costs. And we're not going to win because we're trying to get some guys to chase down history. Doesn't matter. He threw 93 pitches. Whether you like it or not, everybody, analytics are here to stay in baseball. So he threw 93 pitches. Dusty's like, let me go get him. And he struck out. Christian Javier struck out 9. He walked 2. He's been tough in his whole postseason. Needless to say. So, and the Phillies went from hot to cold, where they smoked everything the night before, and last night they couldn't hit anything. And hey, due respect to Christian Javier. Go ahead.
No one tipping pitches last night. Nobody's tipping pitches.
Let's get the game. Let's get the game 3. So you think that dude was?
No, it was not. Think you can see it. It's not a think thing. You can see it. Fastballs. He held the glove straight up and down. Everything else, he held it at an angle. His leg doesn't kick as high. Now you can say that wasn't the truth, but I watched the pitches. 5 home runs in a row, dog. Come on, man.
It almost looked like it was wiffle ball stadium. Go ahead, D.
Oh, it wasn't happenstance. It just so happened to.
No, not at all.
Well,
they showed it.
I mean, I was looking. I'm like, man. I mean, the ball was jumping. I mean, hey, listen, man. Yo, cry me a river for Houston. I don't. Listen, tipping not. Listen, hey.
Yeah, that's on the pitcher to not tip the pitchers, man. What else?
Yeah,
what do you want me to do?
Yeah. He's got to.
You got to do better.
Yeah, he's got to do better than not let his pitchers get tipped. Even though he said at the end of the game, his pitchers weren't being tipped. He said, "Oh, they just beat me. Oh, they just wanted to beat me."
Yeah. Of course he's going to say that. But
yeah, well, of course he's going to say that. Mike Mills, welcome. Your thoughts on the Astros and the Phillies? They're tied up at 2. What you got for me?
People were so excited that the Phillies was ahead, but that's why we played the game. 7 games. So hopefully they don't get no hit again. You can't be out there in the World Series getting no hit.
So Mike Mills is the youngest of us. Mike Mills, you think this is a true no hitter on this? What do you think about this? Or does it matter to you?
Do it matter? They won the
Yeah.
game, right? Somebody won, somebody lost. No matter how you win, that you won. These are the
There you go.
4 most important games of the year. We could worry about the statistics and the asterisks and shit later. Let's get a champion first.
And the youngest one has spoken. So going forth, who y'all got tonight? Who y'all think is gonna get this tonight?
I'm gonna go with Philly to take this one and go into Houston. Houston tries to stay off of elimination.
I think game,
both lineups are hot coming into the series. Like they got bats all up and down both lineups. It's just a matter of who's locating pitches better and getting into that rhythm. But it's not really a rhythm because I think every game somebody scored early. But who can settle down quickest and ride out, innings 3, 4, and 5, and then it's usually because like we just saw last night, no one's pitching 7 innings anymore. That's a wrap, dog. Mm-hmm. I'm bringing a dude from the street to pitch me an inning if I need him to. So
go get the mailman.
Yeah, no doubt, Mike.
For those who are living in yesteryear, and we absolutely here try to keep it with some trends. That's not happening no more. As DA said, that is not happening no more. Bullpen by committee, and that started DA when put you on the spot.
Stoudemire, best pitching coach ever, changed baseball forever.
Was that
ever
95, 96?
Yeah, it was somebody for 5, Nelson, Stanton. You can switch them around, Mariano, and then Wetland, and then we going home. Peace. Did that for 2 years in a row.
Sure did.
And dude's like, wow.
Bullpen, yeah. Bullpen by committee. And it works. Some almost 30 years later. So, those guys, as much as we want to say, oh, he's not a real pitcher if he doesn't pitch 105.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too, Kev, is that it ain't about innings no more. They stop pitchers at pitch counts, right? So, what's my man at Boston? Little dude. I love. He's probably one of my favorite pitchers. And Pedro. He would regularly 140, 150 pitches a game. Finish a game. The dude is 5'2", but those guys aren't built like that no more. These kids I know for a fact that if you're a high prospect, high school pitcher, they will give you the Tommy John surgery before your shit even breaks. So you don't have to go through the rehab to come back. They do it first now.
That's it.
It's real. They're not thinking about how many innings you're pitching and no. Yo, you're at how many pitches? 125? Yo, Mike, you out. Yo, I'm good, coach. Sit down. That's what happens, man. So it's a long game. It's the long game for sure. But I like to see good baseball, so I'm good with it. I'm just trying to figure out why the hell my Yankees don't have a scout. No one anywhere in that organization that can find a fucking pitcher. For every 13 years, we can't find one. So,
but you was the same guy that said something about the Washington Nationals pitcher.
Yeah, that was a problem. That's why I'm so happy that Dusty's there now because Scherzer jerked him out of chip. So that him and Lee Steinberg, right? Steinberg is the dude for the baseball. No, he's Steinberg.
No,
what's the Brocious, right? Is it Brocious?
No, not Brocious. No, well, I was talking about the other pitcher that didn't pitch either.
No, I'm not. All I care about is Scherzer. Scherzer was undefeated that damn year. He was the best pitcher in baseball by far. And before the playoffs started, he said, "Yep, I'm at 135 innings, coach. I'm out. Peace." And Dusty was like, "You what? What? You wait? Hold on. Where?" And they didn't win. They got blown out the playoffs. I think the first fucking round because their guy couldn't pitch. So that was whack.
Yeah. Let me see here. That's been a problem. But Mike, who you got for the series? You think?
I plead the fifth. As a Mets fan, I can't honestly pick the Phillies, and as me being me, and not going all this cheating and shit, banging the trash cans, I can't pick the Astros. So,
you think they cheating this year? I hope
once a
not.
cheater, always a cheater, man.
True that.
So,
D, I think
ain't trying.
D, I think you got the pitcher mix. I think it was just Strasburg that didn't pitch. It wasn't.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Strasburg. Thank you. Yeah, my man.
Strasburg was the one that said, "Yo, I'm good."
Yeah,
and I'm shutting it down. It was like, "Hey, man, it's
shut it down. Shut it down.
It's the championship.
Shutting it down. Down.
Okay. Yeah. It's a different kind of baseball, man. If you're 40 plus and over, it's different. And
ain't no more Ron Guidry's out here. Just know that.
So, I think ultimately the Astros will win this series in 7. This is a good series, back and forth, and I just think, the Astros should absolutely win this series, man. So we're gonna segue to, hey, we didn't get a chance to really get at it last week. Hey, college football. D, I don't know where you was at last week. No, you was under the weather. But the guys, they was like giving me a very hard time. It was like, college who?
Listen, man. Y'all got to watch, man. It's been better than a lot of other years. I'm telling you, man. There's been some good games. It hasn't been every game is good, but you're not going to have that due to the nature of the beast, right? The nature of the beast is money. So when you got one team whose locker room is bigger than another school's whole school, they're going to be a little bit better at the school with the big ass lockers and TVs and PlayStations and stuff. But for schools that are playing schools at the same level, I don't think I've seen any blowouts this year per se. Now, we got to be honest and say, all because it's a name, we don't know if they're at the same level, right? So if Ohio State's playing Indiana, no, they're not at the same level. They just happen to be in the same conference. So when Ohio State scores 80,000 points on this school, it's like, but it is the place where I think if you look at things objectively, in your mind, you'll be able to pull together what the truth really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, Penn State played Ohio State, and you think that because Penn State's ranked that they could do something, but then you see in I think it was 10 minutes, they scored like 30 points. It's like, nope, they're not there. Oregon got blown out by Georgia. But when you have schools that are equal, like tonight, App State is going to play Coastal Carolina, and I'm guaranteeing you it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. Yes,
they're at the same level. Both schools are at the same level. So,
I agree. So to give you some of the rankings real quick, Georgia's number 1, Ohio State's number 2, Tennessee is 3, Michigan's 4, Clemson's 5, Alabama's 6, TCU is 7, Oregon's 8, USC is 9, and UCLA is 10. Mississippi, Utah, Kansas, Illinois, LSU, Penn State bring up. So, and some of the games from last week, I was trying to amp them up, but they didn't look at me. I was like, Clemson, Syracuse and Clemson, that was close.
Yeah, man. Both of those teams aren't really that. They're mid-level teams right now. Now they may have high-level recruits, but Clemson is still a mid-level team right now. They're not a high-level team right now.
Mid.
They're not there. Syracuse is a good squad, but this is about the best you'll ever see a Syracuse squad. They don't have a bunch of 5-stars on their team. So if you're a 5-star from Syracuse, you're going to Alabama.
I'm sorry, that was the week before last. Notre Dame defeated Syracuse 41-24. So what you gotta say about Notre Dame, D? You're a Notre Dame known hater.
I'm looking out for him now because the brother got 6 kids and he can't get fired. But I'm not really with Notre Dame, man. For real, I'm not, because they pick and choose their schedule every year. Until they start playing like everybody else plays, I'm still never going to give them all their props until they got a real life schedule. So, I mean, because they got real life players without a real life schedule. And that's always going to bode well for you.
And they don't have a real live conference to play in.
Yeah, that's why they can play every year. You can I can guarantee you gonna be Army, Navy, or Air Force they're playing. They're gonna play Boston College. They're never gonna play Clemson. They're never gonna play Pitt every other year. So they guarantee themselves a winning season every year. You know, you
That's
got
why I don't see no reason why to talk about them.
Yeah, you got 5-star kids there, man. You know, that's why when they get to the championship and they get blown out, I'd be so happy. Because I'm like, you're lying. You're lying because you was lying all year.
They
when they play good school, they lose.
They mid.
Yes. And they're going to lose. They lose. Any good team you put them in front of, man, they wet the bed. So, shoot, they lost the goddamn, what you call him, Marshall this year, dog. Come on.
Who?
Marshall.
Somebody that's mid.
That's a mid-major team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me go on.
Randy Moss.
Let me go on to Ohio State. The Ohio State defeated Penn State in Happy Valley last Saturday, 44-31. I thought this was a good game.
It was.
Ohio State's what's the receiver's name? That's his daddy. He's a junior.
Harrison. Marvin's son. Don't say nothing bad about him. Don't say nothing bad about Marvin.
No. I'm not having to say that.
Come up to the podcast. No. Marvin don't play.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. To me, I think he's like one of the best in college football as far as receivers.
Marvin hit you like your man. What's your man? Beanie Mac. Get down, lay down. Get down, lay down.
Well, I'm truly showing praise. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. He's really good. I think he's one of the top receivers in college football. And Ohio State handled Penn State 44-31. That game was closer than what it was. D, your thoughts on Ohio State and Penn State and where they're going? Ohio State's 2, Penn State's 16.
Like I said, you know, you watch these games, and because they're in the same conference, because they're ranked, people think things are going to be closer. It was a good game for a while. And I remember, I think text one of you guys. I was like, oh, we got a game. And I went to go get a drink, and I came back, and Ohio State was up by like 3 touchdowns. I was like, oh, whoa. What the fuck just happened here? Yep. You know, but you can tell that, you know, they're not at the same level of school. I mean, but, you know, Penn State will beat a lot of cats' asses. But it'll be very hard for them to beat Ohio State anytime soon. Because their quarterback is usually that little scrappy white cat that runs up and down the field and doing what he do, you know. So, you know, I am, they usually got those dudes. They don't have like no CJ Strouds and whatnot playing quarterback at Penn State. So it comes together. They're not that good. I think at least they need to be in another conference, Kev. So that's all.
Let me get to the other game that I really bigged up, and these guys told me to really go somewhere with it, and I kind of suffered for it. I said Tennessee and Kentucky was going to be a really good game, and
what did I tell you, Kevin?
So
what did I tell you? Is Mikey? What's your man's name? Is your man on the sidelines?
Yeah, was Coach Cal coaching?
Yeah. If it's
Cal
not that venue,
was not there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened.
He said John Wall was not playing running back. So
yeah. Like
he wasn't doing the Dougie on the field. So
no.
Boogie wasn't that linebacker.
Yeah, them dudes there, boy.
Tennessee handled Kentucky 44-6. That knocked Kentucky out of ranking, and
as it should.
Yeah, as it should. Tennessee maintains a number 2 spot. Georgia, number 1, Georgia, and Florida played in Jacksonville. But Georgia handled Florida 42-20. Another game of note. That wasn't a good one.
Bad too.
Yeah.
Yo, Florida has Cam Newton. Just so you know, number 15 is Cam Newton. Boy, he's like 6'5", 235 pounds. That dude is huge. But Georgia's like everybody's like, we don't really care. We got the hit stick and we bring it with us everywhere we go. And that's what they do. They just wear cats out. By the end of the first half, dudes just don't want to get hit no more. Right. So they got a team, man.
D is TCU. Oh, sorry. Gotcha.
Tennessee might get them this week.
We'll get to that in a second. It's TCU for real. They beat West Virginia
Yeah, they don't play no defense. They're in the Big 12. You can only go but so far with a school that doesn't play defense.
Eric, why are you laughing? Angry one, why are you laughing? Should I call you the laughing one?
Yo, man, we do this every year, man. Until they prove themselves when they get there, you can't ask are they for real, man. Why moderator, why would they be for real?
Yo, they're ranked 7.
Who have they beaten?
I would have to pull it up, but yo, they ranked 7.
When have they not given up 35 points?
Exactly. So my thing is, my thing is, man, we do this every year with the TCUs and the Cincinnati's and all this other stuff. Look, you beat who have you beaten, and that's cool. But until you beat somebody that is in the top 10 and prove that you are up there with the big boys, man, chill with the contenders.
They play Texas Tech this week.
Let them play.
Go ahead.
Let them play, man. I mean, listen, let them play. Let them play until they lose. Let them play. They win it. Everybody else losing. I mean, TCU got it easy because the conference is shit. But
there you go.
Yeah. I mean, the conference is terrible. Oklahoma not even winning. So
Venables like, yo, he trying to go back to
take advantage.
Get his job back.
Going to get you you know what I'm saying? Take advantage, get you some more donations, build up your program a little bit. And there we go from there. But let them play, man. Look at UCF. Let them play.
Who?
Yeah, what?
Y'all go with the hate, man.
Listen, I just asked the question. I just said who. Ain't no hate over here.
Listen, man. They was winning how many years in a row? And how many major teams?
That was you said that in past tense, though, bro.
Listen, every team has down years. You know how it is with recruiting. Ain't no contracts involved. There ain't no money involved. Wink, wink.
Yeah, whoa, yeah, right. Yeah,
wink, wink, hint.
Right.
So teams go through downslides. They be back
unless you're like a real good team, and then you don't go through a downslide.
That's when the money is involved. Wink, wink, hint.
D-Dub just named the episode, unless something else is more funnier. He just said TC who.
There you go.
Not TCU.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, for all the Horned Frog folks, for real, y'all got a good team, but just understand that your rep was always being the best defensive team in the Big 12. You guys always play defense.
Yo, man.
Now you don't. So, that's all it is.
Kev.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, what are we talking about? The 4 teams, we already know who's going to get in. Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio State, and Alabama. Clemson, Michigan, slide back down. And those are the 4 teams.
Well, yeah, because I think it's 6 teams, right? Is it 6 now?
I think
Michigan's going to lose to Ohio State, so they're going to slip. They got to play for the year.
Found.
Right? So whichever one of those teams lose is going to slip. I think Alabama
Michigan and Clemson, right?
For the year. Unless they lose Saturday, and then you can forget about Alabama too when they go down.
Yeah, if Alabama loses, then okay, then Michigan slips back up. So I mean, those are your 4. So this is just
the one they got a NFL payroll.
Yeah.
So go ahead, D-Dub. Finish your point. All of this is.
Oh, that was it. Go ahead.
No, I. So for those that know, D-Dub, he takes a point with college football because, in a way he's right. He's like, hey, it's just 4. What are we looking at the other 20 teams for? To go to the Chick-fil-A Bowl, to the
Idaho Potato Bowl,
or the Palmer's whatever bowl, and he's right. Exhibition games, right? Back in the day, wasn't considered. Yeah, well. What are we talking about? Let me go to this other story. Michigan defeated Michigan State 29-7. But I'm gonna read a little bit. They got a little squabble in the tunnel. I'm gonna give it to DA first, but let me just read it. Multiple players were involved in a post-game altercation in the locker room tunnel following number 4 Michigan. Number 4 is Michigan's 29-7 win over Michigan State on Saturday in Ann Arbor. As the program and Big Ten Conference continue an ongoing investigation into the matter, Michigan State suspended 4 additional players Tuesday after originally suspending 4 players Sunday. The school announced Tuesday that running back Malcolm Jones, defensive back Justin White, edge edge Jacoby Windman, and defensive end Brandon Wright have also been suspended. The latest suspensions came just 2 days following the suspension of linebacker Tank Brown, cornerback Kerry Crump, safety Angelo Gross, and defensive end Zion Young at the MSU's coach Mel Tucker reviewed what he called disturbing electronic evidence. The 8 players will be suspended indefinitely until the investigation comes to the end. Let me just read this one thing. I'm gonna give it to DA. Video captured by Detroit News showed one of the 2 alleged incidents between the teams with an unidentified Michigan player being shoved and kicked by Michigan State players as they left the field. A second video shows an even more violent part of the incident with helmets apparently being swung in the direction of a Wolverines player. DA.
Number one was dude getting his ass beat. I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
They got coming in the same tunnel, DA. They want this.
Yeah, but they've been doing that forever. So, but that usually comes. And listen, my dude to tell you, I always choose violence. And this, I'm sorry, but the reality is this: at the end of a game, you probably don't want them all in the same hallway. But that kid number 1 was probably talking some something to somebody, and they were mad because they just got smoked. They're kids. They're gonna take their little bit of a suspension. If it's too bad, they'll just transfer up out of there, sit around for a year, and go play somewhere else, and they'll be fine. If they can really play, they'll be back. And it's sad. But yeah, you gotta. It's hard, and I think everybody that's played any sport knows that it is very hard to turn it off and on as you leave the field. But these are kids, so it's probably even harder for them to do that. But I feel bad for those kids because for some of them, that mistake is going to really haunt them. So,
D-Dub, your thoughts on this Michigan incident? And if you was a Michigan State president or coach, what would you do? Let me ask you that.
We talking about a fight?
Yeah, they was fighting. Yeah,
It wasn't a fight. They beat his ass. He ain't fighting.
Public affray.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, got jumped. The catchers get jumped back in the days for the Gazelles. That was it.
I think this is an internal situation, something that needs to be handled internal, and that's it.
Oh, you are not outraged by the violence?
Absolutely not. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm thinking that this is a fight that happens and stuff that happens in the presence of during the game time should be handled internally. So I mean, I don't really. Excuse me for having low energy on this, and I'm not really feeling this, and I really probably don't give a damn about it. So other than that, this is something that probably can be handled internal, and I'm not tripping about it. If you guys suspend players or whatever you got to do internally to handle it. I mean,
Eric,
what else you want me? We want people to go to jail? That's not going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. From working with the university, they're not going to do that.
Eric, what you got?
Look, DA and D already said everything, man. I mean, the guys got suspended. I mean, unless is there another guy that was wielding the helmet that ran free? I mean, I don't know what else what are we talking about? I mean, man, this is what they want, because if they wanted to avoid it, they would take proper steps to avoid it. So what?
Exactly. They would separate. They would separate these teams, have them different tunnels, have them different weight, whatever. Where
you got $100 million damn training facilities, and you got one fucking tunnel to go down. I mean, what the man? Anyway, man, I'm away from me with this bullshit. Next. I'm sorry.
I concur. Kev. I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm sorry,
but go ahead, man.
It's been a long day. So I'm gonna be triggered. I'm gonna earn my
your moniker,
right? Yeah. We're gonna earn that tonight.
Man, I didn't mean to trigger you.
Nah, you good.
Let's go on to this week's college games. Let's see here. Texas Tech plays, like I said, TCU, not TC who. Penn State faces Indiana.
Exciting stuff.
Hey, Georgia faces Tennessee. One
That's
versus
the
two.
only game. That's the
Good game.
only game.
3:30.
Yeah,
Oregon, Colorado.
that's
Oregon's number 8. Kansas State against Texas.
Yeah.
Clemson, Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Oh yes, that is smoking. Hey,
MB.
To all you college football fans out there that's listening, please chime in and give us your thoughts on our energy. Well, not DA's, but mine's and D Dub's energy on college. I'm sorry that I don't seem rather hype for all these games. I'm not sitting up here saying that these guys can't play. I'm not sitting up here saying that these games don't mean anything. It just don't excite me. Sorry.
Speak for yourself. These games don't mean nothing.
Now, Tennessee, Georgia, most definitely. Now, that's something I can.
Yeah, that's a
sink
good
my
one.
teeth
That's a
into,
good one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not. It's because they're 1 and 2. No, I'm not saying that because I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, North Carolina State and ECU, that was a good ass game. Neither one of them teams was ranked at the time. So I mean, it's not nothing. Oh, you're just looking at the favorites. No. So just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there.
No, I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
What we're looking at is a symptom of just what the game is. So until you give parity in all ways, you're never going to have parity. So,
Right.
Facts. That is 100% because that's what's going on. There's no parity, and there's a few teams, handful of teams that we know that you could point to. You could point to and know, hey, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are good teams.
There's
Everybody
about
else,
8 teams. Yeah, you're right. There's about 8 teams every year that really
8
have
teams
a chance
every year.
can win. You don't have no.
And
Like
4 of them
this
is one conference.
Yeah, like Tennessee may do it this year, but it hasn't been done in such a long time.
It's
where
been
you
a
have
long
team
time
that's
since
not
Tennessee. Right.
not
right.
ranked at all. They weren't
Mhm.
ranked at all before the season. To be number
Right.
2 is like, wow.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen a lot. But I guess if you're a SEC person and you've been watching, they've been building up this program for a few years. They've been trying to put it together for a little while now. So I'm glad to see them do it because it's better for football when you have more teams that are good.
Facts.
Syracuse faces Pittsburgh. Syracuse is 22. Pittsburgh is unranked. Michigan travels to Rutgers. That's pretty much it. And UCLA travels to Arizona State. By the way, Herm Edwards has taken a TV job with ESPN.
Yeah, good.
Thank God. That's where he belongs.
I'm so that situation, man.
Yeah. And that situation did not get enough press as it should have.
No, he got a lot of backstabbing and things of that nature on that.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous and good for him because he's a good analyst. Matter of fact, I don't even know why he even left the analyst box because he was good on TV. Yeah, I mean he still had it. Yeah, but he's 20 times better. I shouldn't say that. He's just a better analyst, TV guy.
What station is he going to be on? ESPN? He back at ESPN?
He's back on ESPN. Yes, he's back on ESPN. He's back on ESPN. So college football, we pretty much did yeah, we'll get to that next. You like that though, right?
What?
Oh yeah,
we can't talk.
Man. Yo,
we talk about that. We're gonna be next, so we can't.
Yeah,
talk
I'm done,
about
man.
that.
I can't.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
We're gonna talk about the NBA, but yes, if you we'll segue to the NBA. Thanks, Eric. Eric is usually down with the breaking news, and then we get it on our ticker here.
You want me to make the announcement?
Go ahead. I mean,
don't.
Yeah. Just breaking news that just came across. Let me give credit. I think that was CBS Sports on my app on my phone.
Correct.
Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets has been suspended. Dun, 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 without pay. Dun, 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 dun. for at least 5 games.
Hold on, y'all
Take it
got
away,
CBS
Gus.
Sports app downloaded on your phone? That's what y'all got?
No, I'm
That's what
just
I
looking
got.
what Eric said. So.
Y'all
Yeah.
old.
And I am.
Yes, we are.
We're not gonna argue. We're not gonna argue about who's got apps on the phone. Nope, I'm not gonna get into that. Yes.
I'm done.
Let me talk about what's going on the basketball court. We were supposed to have my man Ryan DeSouza on today, but Ryan could not make it. He's going to be with us next Wednesday. Ryan will be with us to talk NBA hoops. So tonight, I'm going to give it a little justice. I'm going to talk a little bit of NBA hoops. Hey, let's start with the Lakers. They won 2 in a row, man.
Whoa.
We are not going to do that on this here show. No, sir.
No, we are not doing that,
sir.
Kevin. I'm sorry.
No.
That we're not going to do. You can talk about the Celtics,
You tried
the
it.
Bucks, the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Raptors, the Mavericks,
Cleveland
the
Cavaliers,
76ers,
Yeah.
Warriors, Heat, Hawks, Cavaliers, Pelicans, and Clippers. All right? That's 10 teams, 15 teams. Nothing below there we talking about.
So
right?
Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference.
Here we go.
They're starting off at 7-0. The aforementioned Cleveland Cavaliers are 6-1. Toronto's 5-3. Atlanta, who beat up on my Knicks last night, 5-3. Boston, 4-3, and Chicago's 5-4. That rounds up to 8. And then you got the Washington, Philadelphia, Miami, New York. That's in the play-in, whatever. I shouldn't even mention that. But Western Conference, Phoenix 6-1. Portland's 5-2. Utah is 6-3. Memphis is 5-3. San Antonio's 5-3. And New Orleans is 4-3. Denver, Oklahoma, Dallas, and Minnesota are in that playoff pool thing. I don't even know what to call it. But
playing game.
Playing tournament or whatever.
That's too far away to think about.
Yeah. So no, I was just mentioning the top 8. A good surprise, I think I said this last week, was the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers at 6-1, and to see them play a little bit against my Knicks on Sunday. Cavaliers got a guys.
They're not so much of a surprise, kid, because they played good last year. Last year they were straight, and they added Spider Mitchell, man, which kind of catapulted them to the top in the East. Because they're better than, as you see, they're better than the Nets, who was a better team last year.
The who?
Correct. Right. And
those guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And right now they better.
Y'all got on me. The who?
Yeah, they're better than Philadelphia and the Heat right now. The Heat and Philadelphia are struggling. So I mean, it's still early, and the way I go at it.
Like I said, we don't pay attention. Well, I shouldn't say pay attention. Really, the
Martin
NBA.
Luther King.
I'm not going to say that. Folks.
Okay.
No, don't listen to them. No, don't listen to them. Christmas. You start paying it a little bit more.
I like Cleveland though, man.
Okay, can you tell us about Cleveland?
Cleveland deep, man. Karis LeVert scored 41 points the other night, man. Him and Spider both had 40. Like, dog, that team is deep.
And Darius Garland's nice.
Garland just came back last night.
Yeah.
First game back.
Yeah, from an eye injury, I believe.
So they
building something nice. Yep.
It's built. Like, they ain't got to add nothing else to it.
Yeah,
They got
Cleveland
the old
just had.
So
Cleveland just had some young man problems last year. That was it. Towards the end of the year, they had young man problems. So now they went and got Donovan Mitchell, who's a bona fide star, and then the rest of it worked itself out. But they had young man issues, and that's why they was where they was at last year.
They're good, man. I like them. I like them. I think Philly's gonna come on as the year goes.
What's his name? Just got hurt. He's out for a month. Harden's out with his foot. Yeah, Harden's out.
Harden's out for his foot.
Yeah, he'll be out for a month.
Probably won't lose again for a month. They probably win every game this month. Then. So, because Maxey at the point is what should be happening.
Agree.
Yeah.
That's what should be happening.
I agree.
So no, if Harden's not going to play Magic Harden the way he does, he's going to be James Harden. Then James has to play the 2. Magic can run the 1. because he can get those assists out there. But if you're not, Maxey got to play. He got to play.
That's why I'm worried about Maxey. Is Maxey gonna get the assist? We know he's gonna get the points.
He's not going to be a super assist guy like Harden, but when he started last year, he'd be 4 or 5 assists a game. It's cool.
Yeah, and then B was getting 8, 9.
But if he's playing, but he's also dribbling the ball 40 times. So there's always going to be a trade-off, and it's fine. That's what Doc gets the millions for, right? Come up with a lineup that's going to work for you. That's all. I mean,
he got a coach. No mind.
I just think they got to figure it out. I think they will. I think dangerous team is Atlanta. Their 2 guards are going to be a real problem come the end of the year.
Yeah,
true. Trey and Buddy from Murray, right? From
Murray State.
Murray.
Yeah.
Huh?
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, man. Woo. And you got Murray just coming back out there in Denver. When that team starts to get his feet right, it's going to be a good season, man. For somebody, it's going to be a.
Denver's currently 4-3. Denver's currently 4-3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but
I think Miami going to bounce back.
Say that one more time, Mike.
I think Miami going to bounce back. This is what they do.
Yeah,
they got to get back into the swing. They got new guys that they got to get used to how they play and what they do. So,
I think New Orleans is going to be good. They just got to pull it back together with Zion. Because he has to find his role. Because I don't care what nobody tell you. That's BI's team. That's BI's team. So, and he
they played good last night. Against that Laker team last night. They just came up short in overtime.
Correct.
But it was a pretty good game. Lakers got the win, but they'll be back. There was no what's my man's name? Ingram. He didn't play last night, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was out. So that made a difference last night. So, but New Orleans held their own, but New Orleans is going to be there. You're right about that.
Barring any injuries.
Yeah, with Zion back, looked like he's playing relatively good. San Antonio's up there, Memphis in the Western Conference, of course. Utah, and Portland, and then you got Phoenix. So, should be.
I think Memphis is going to fall back to earth, though. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll be what they were last year.
And because
it looks like they're missing something. I don't know exactly what it is. Oh, well, Jaren Jackson's not playing, so that's what it is.
There you go.
Yeah, a big.
He made a difference last year. He was healthy.
Yeah, so when Jaren gets back, they're back clicking on all cylinders. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I said, nah, they don't got no bigs. Like you said, Jen out there. Adams is playing limited minutes. They got Aldama, the young guy, but yeah. So, yeah.
Shout outs to that Toronto team, man. I don't know who is on that team that Scotty Barnes and crew.
Fred VanVleet.
Yeah. Solid. Those are solid guys, man. Nothing that's really, flashy. They pretty solid. Between Siakam, yeah.
I think Joe Tsai is a good business model. For up there, you're the only team in the game. You don't have to pay stars billions of dollars to be there. People to come watch you just because you're playing, and they got nothing else to do. So as long as you're competitive, you can probably sell out there in Canada. You don't need to pay a James Harden $36 million a year. I don't think they'll ever get it to a point where they have one dude getting that kind of money up there. Because why? They're going to come to the game anyway.
How much is Siakam making? Ain't he making like 20-something million?
Yeah, that's probably his minimum, no? I would assume that's his veteran, contract is probably about 20. Because, the NBA is funny where 51% of the profits for any team has to go to the player salaries. So you got to pay it out. But,
Siakam, $29 million.
Yeah.
So the NBA,
and by today's NBA standards, that's cheap, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he do? Yeah.
I totally agree. The NBA, like I said, this is I believe, their third week. We're here in November 3rd. 7-8 games have been played by all the teams, and hopefully we'll get to see some good basketball as we go into the holiday season.
Okay, yeah. Kev, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
To the panel. We said 7 games, right?
Yeah.
So what the hell happened to Kawhi Leonard now?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Okay, go ahead.
I'm asking because his ass wasn't playing. I don't know.
I know he played 1 game, and then that was it. Then he was. Did he play 2 games? If that.
Oh, shit.
And after that, it was like he has to ease back into it. So I'm like, I don't.
I'm gonna call my
you get a
boss.
lot of money just to be easing back.
That's what I'm gonna call my boss. But listen, I'm gonna be easing back into work next
Easing
4 or 5
easing back. I don't know, bro. I don't know how people could just ease back.
Well,
Nah, you coming in? Nah, I'm gonna walk to the train station. Then I'm gonna turn around and go back to the crib.
there's a phrase that's for stunts like that, and it's called quietly quitting. Mr. Leonard is quietly quitting.
You going back to Toronto?
I've already quit then.
Now he going back to the house, obviously, because he don't seem to be doing anything else.
So according to Ryan,
he played two of the Clippers' first 3 games entering Tuesday, logging 21 minutes each game. I don't know what's the problem.
21 minutes.
Yeah,
that's on the floor.
Each game, the 2 games that he played was 21 minutes.
So
it's 21. I think you played 21 minutes a game, right?
A game, yeah, it's got to be a game.
Yeah.
Let me read this real quick. By Ryan Young of Yahoo Sports. Ryan Young says Kawhi Leonard is still out of commission. The Clippers star will not be in the team when they travel to Houston and San Antonio this week for a 2-game road trip. Confirmed by Ty Lue. Leonard, who missed all of last season with an ACL injury, missed the Clippers' last 4 games due to injury management after he reported stiffness in his knee last week. Hold on, guys. Special good. But DA, you said that. What's the running back? Adrian Peterson. He came over ACL. Look at him.
He's a different dude. He's a robot.
He's made of.
You said that about Saquon Barkley. Give him a year.
No, I say give him 2 years. Because the year he came back last year, he wasn't shit. 2 years for ACL.
Adrian Peterson.
The problem with Kawhi Leonard.
Right, Kawhi got to play.
He's hurt.
You got shit to get up the pot. Either you hurt or you injured, brother.
Yo, I'm sorry, man.
It's very different. 2 very different.
I just don't understand.
The latest, getting back to the Yahoo article, the latest setback will bring his absence to at least 6 games, meaning that he won't return before Sunday's game against the Utah Jazz at Crypto.com Arena.
It's cool. My thing is just tell me the truth, man. That's all. Don't.
I'm hurt. Sit him down, then. Why you keep playing with the public, man? Anyway.
So they can get you in that stadium. That's why they keep doing it.
They ain't gonna get the kid in the stadium.
Oh no, ain't gonna get me on my TV. But I'm just saying.
Yo, that's the facts, man. You're not gonna get me on your TV, bro.
That's why they don't. That's why they don't watch me Christmas.
That's why I said I watch the player movement in the off season. That's what I watch. That's it.
This game has and again, maybe because I'm the old head, we're the older, and it's just not hitting like it used to. I mean, I still watch it here and there, but even the ones before me say the same thing about the game. The game is just what guys, man. It's just not the same, and it's not.
We're in a world where dudes are living in. Yeah, fuck. Maybe it is to me, but I'm just saying, we still in the world, D, where we got dudes on other podcasts arguing about if LeBron played against David Skywalker or something. Come on, man.
Come on.
What about the game that they playing right now, or lack thereof right now? Let's not stop going back to the days of yesteryear, because that shit's over and done. All right. What do you do? What are the teams that are asking for your money, giving you back within this social contract today?
And that's why I say shout outs to Giannis for playing the game, for coming out there and playing the game, going hard every night. I can't say for some of these other cats.
Facts.
I just can't, man. I can't do it. Can't do it. And not watch dudes not play? Really?
Yo, you want to go to the game?
I watched you fools play all this defense in the playoffs last year. Slapping the floor like you playing the Duke and shit. And now, new season comes, halftime is 140 to 150. What the fuck is this? What do we do?
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to segue to the National Hockey League because they have really, just hockey. Hey, I'm be Dan K tonight. I'll be the hockey dude tonight for a little bit. Dan told me to relay some of these messages about the Eastern Conference. So hockey is currently we're into 10 and 11 games being played. The Boston Bruins are the best of the Eastern Conference. They are number one. The Devils are 7-3. The Sabres are 7-3. My New York Rangers are 6-3. In fact, the Rangers are playing the Boston Bruins tonight at the Garden. Carolina is 6-2 and 1. Tampa is 6-4. The Islanders are 6-4, and the Flyers are 5-3. Dan wanted me to point out that of the 4 teams that are currently in the eight positions, here in the upper tier of the Eastern Conference, if the playoffs were to start today, 4 of these teams, Buffalo, the Islanders, Philadelphia, and New Jersey were not in the playoffs last year. And so Dan wants to point out on his behalf that that's kind of huge here at this minute because New Jersey was really awful last year. Philadelphia was god awful last year, but they got the coach. I believe he used to coach the Rangers. He slips my mind at this period, but he's got them playing very well. What was the Rangers coach? I call him the maniac because he was always screaming. It'll come to me here in a little bit. So that's what we got with hockey. So Boston, New Jersey, Buffalo, the Rangers, Carolina, Tampa Bay, the Islanders, and Philadelphia. Dan says his Penguins have been playing like crap, and he didn't say it like that, but he says they're up and coming. He says no, the Penguins have lost the last two games where they have had the lead in the third period and have faltered, just like how they did to the Sabres on last night. Going to the Western Conference, the Vegas Knights are 9-2. The Dallas Stars are 6-3. Edmonton Oilers are 7-3. The Seattle Kraken, the newly expansion team from 2 years ago, they're 5-4. The Winnipeg Jets are 5-3. The Minnesota Wild are 5-4. The Los Angeles Kings are 6-6. And the Calgary Flames, who was touted to be at the top of the the Western Conference, they're currently at the 8th spot, 5-3. The Stanley Cup champs, Colorado, they are currently in the 10th position in the Western Conference. And that's all I got for you for hockey, man. As far as it concerns for hockey, Dan will be back with us next Wednesday as he takes it away for hockey. I love Dan because he does a very well job. He knows his hockey. He is our own Barry Melrose, minus the mullet, but he used to have a mullet. And we'll get to that another time, man. Hey, let's go to the National Football League. The National Football League, for those that don't know, we record 2 episodes a week. We do this episode, the standalone All Sports episode of the Sports Chasers, 90 minutes. You give us 90 minutes, we give you the Sports World. We also do a football segment on every Monday after the football Sunday, and we call it the Fourth and Short segment. For 30 minutes, we take the 5 best games, and we talk about those 5 games in 30 minutes, and we get in, get out, and that's why we call it Fourth and Short. So currently, tonight, this to me, I think is another bad game. It's kind of ironic that the Eagles are in Houston to face the Texans because the Astros are playing the Phillies in the World Series, but the Eagles are in Houston face the Texans. It is currently 7-0 in the first quarter. The Texans are beating the Eagles. I'll go to D-Dub. Is this another great Thursday game or another bad Thursday game? And
Another bad Thursday game. Yeah, another bad Thursday game. I think Eagles are going to win this game, and I think they just scored a touchdown. So, it's tied up now. So, I think the Eagles are going to win.
Got you. I you know what? I failed to mention. We gotta hit this real quick. The NFL, Daniel Snyder looks like he's going to be putting the team up for sale. Let me read some here real quick. According to the Athletic, The Athletic, Daniel Kaplan and Ben Standing of the Athletic. Washington Commanders owner Daniel Snyder has hired Bank of America Securities to consider potential transactions, according to a new release from the franchise Wednesday. Snyder's family owned 100% of the team after purchasing the remaining 40.5% stake for $875 million in March of 2021. It's unclear whether Snyder is considering selling their controlling stake in the team or minority stake. However, we are exploring all options, the team spokesman told The Athletic. The Commanders and Snyder are subjects of two NFL-led investigations, both overseen by former Security and Exchange Commission Chair Mary Jo White into sexual harassment and workplace misconduct allegations, as well as concerns Snyder held back revenue that were to be shared with other owners. I'll start off with DA because DA is our legal guy. What do you think?
The last part of it would be the only reason why he's out of there, because he held back the pennies from the rest of the billionaires. Other than that, he'd still have his, he wouldn't be thinking about going. All right, they're just mad because he shorted them on some paper. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen as far as the team is concerned. And because I kind of don't see owning a football team and being a part of the football team is even being a real thing, because there's so many owners you don't even know. You never hear about them and never do nothing. And they got teams that win. So it's not like you have to have a good owner to be a good football team. That's not necessarily true. I think the Bank of America thing is just to make sure that if he does entertain another buying group, that, not to check the credit scores, but just want to make sure that that group is liquid enough to give him all the money he wants. Because I think it's something like $5.3 billion or something like that for the sale if it goes down. So with that happening, if the money's right, he'll leave. If the pressure's right, it's not like he's gonna, he's not gonna be getting WIC checks and on Section 8 when he sell the team. He'll be all right. He'll be okay. He will be okay, man. So I think it's probably going to happen because of the pressure, and that pressure is only there because he was stealing money from the rest of the owners, or not stealing, maybe hiding or not dividing money that is supposed to be shared with the other owners. But they actually got they have a B- C+ roster, so I don't think he has his hands too much in the football organization as far as what they're doing, because they actually could have not a bad roster other than quarterback, if you look on paper. But they gotta do something. We gotta do something.
Eric, who used to root for the Commanders / Redskins, Eric, what you thinking about this?
All I'm gonna say is this.
Oh.
This stuff been going on, and now all of a sudden he's putting the team up. Possibly. I'm gonna just say this. I ain't gonna get too deep into it. I'm gonna just say this. It's mighty funny. Mighty fucking funny what we rant and rave about, what we pick and choose of what we stand on and what we got our legs up in the air for. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
A drop the mic moment by D. Go ahead, follow behind that if you can. Jeez.
There's really not much I can say behind that one other than, he's looking He's looking to sell his thing, man. He's been in charge of this team for quite some time, and a lot of stuff has been going on behind the scenes. So, hey, I got nothing to say about the man. If he want to sell the team, sell it. I'm thinking that a lot of these owners don't like him anyway, and it does, they be looking forward to him leaving. So, we'll see coming weeks.
I'll get to Mike here in a second. Some of the potential buyers that have been bantered about Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, and
Oh,
Jeff Bezos is mighty Jeff Bezos.
We want to correct that
owner
y'all.
of Amazon. That's him, huh?
No.
and Jay Z.
I gotta be.
Oh, and then Jay-Z.
Yeah, and Jay Z.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. H to the Izzo. To the Izzy.
Cracking my palm. I'm watching the long arm of the law. Yeah. We've seen this all before. True. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll go to Mike. Mike, your thoughts on the Commanders, if you got any? There's possible.
I'm gonna say this: you can't threaten people and then not be prepared for what's gonna happen after, because you can't tell people how to react to things. So I feel like he hired the Bank of America people to make sure his affairs in order, because he know I'm in for him. Because you threaten to push the button and tell on all these people. So unless you actually got something, you can't threaten to push the button. So he just better be careful, because they looking for where the skeletons are buried at.
That is a true thing there.
So Mike, what you saying, that he don't have nothing? He
do, or he got some of his own that's worse. So
I really don't think he have anything.
It's one of the two. That's why I got them looking up now. Like, yeah, go ahead and look at the books and see if.
Yeah, so see if he could make a quick escape to get up out of here. I don't think he got nothing.
Yeah,
because if you got something, let's stop playing, man. If you really had something,
well, D-Dub, I will say this. We all know that he probably got that one lawyer or that one buddy be like, hey, tried to move the mic. Wait, you don't want to do that. Remember back on May 5th, you did ... And he's like, that's right. So he done shot his load.
That's true.
Well, he didn't shoot the load, but he put the bullets in the chamber, and now he was just fiddling around with the damn gun. And it's like,
you know who I am, goddammit? I'm Daniel Snyder. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
But Godzilla? Yeah.
But Godzilla.
You can't threaten to push the button and not push the button.
Yeah. Cleaning the bathrooms in Pelican Bay when I get through with you bitches.
So always somebody bigger. So always somebody bigger and better.
Always somebody's bigger and better.
Money is
so with that said, with Daniel Snyder, I think he absolutely did, saying that he's bluffing, had the big joker, and all he got was a 3 of diamonds. And they're like, oh, really? Okay. I got something for you.
You should have went bored, stupid. Should have went bored.
That security exchange stuff, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We'll let you go out with this. But that other stuff, hold on. Hey, Dave's like, okay, let me what did you say? He do this? If you're gonna bluff, you better bluff good. I play poker. You better be good at it. So let me go to what's on the field. As D-Dub mentioned, it's the second quarter. In the first quarter, it's 7-7 Eagles and Houston Texans. Let's go preview the LA Chargers against the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons looks like they're coming on. They're 4-4. The Chargers are 4-3. D-Dub, you said the Chargers was going to be charging out. What's going on with the Chargers? They're 4-3, but
they're not that, they're not as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to flame through the season, but 4-3, still a good record, and they got the Rams. I think I'm probably gonna go with. No, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Why not? The Rams is not playing all that great, and as
No,
my man.
they got the Falcons this weekend, right?
Falcons.
Oh, excuse me. What else? I said the Falcons. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was gonna say,
they,
what they gotta do with the? Go ahead.
they still ain't gonna. They still not gonna. Um, I think they still can beat the Falcons. Falcons is playing good, but let me see. I don't know. Yeah, it's at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going.
against Atlanta. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though the Falcons playing well, I'm still gonna go with the Chargers, man.
Gotcha. Da, who you got in this game?
Falcons.
Mike Mills.
Chargers.
Okay. Eric, who you got there, sir?
I think the Chargers they better put that plug back in the outlet and get it going. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think they win this game.
They have to.
I think Atlanta's gonna get them. So we shall see. Let's go on to move on to the next game. The Dolphins visit the Windy City to visit the Bears. Dolphins are 5-3. Bears are 3-5. I got Dolphins winning because Tua's playing. And hey, Da, who you got?
I'm with Kev. Two is the reason. He's the reason.
He's the reason. Yeah.
He's the reason.
Eric, who you got?
I'm gonna go out on a limb because that's what I do around here. I'm gonna say the Bears. This is a trap game for Miami. They got a good little stretch ahead of them after this. They got Browns. Okay, maybe not the Texans, but they got the Browns and then the bye week, and then the Texans, the Niners, the Chargers, the Bills. They have to win these games, and they're playing good, but they might slip up this week. But I'm gonna go Chicago.
Gotcha. Okay. D-Dub, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Bears as well. At Soldier Field, I think I'm gonna take the Bears to pull it off by 3. Give me 14-17 game.
Gotcha. Mike Mills, I don't know if he can hear us. He might have to do something else. I'm having a little difficulty connection problems. As he's trying to figure that out, let's go. I don't even know to go to this game. The Carolina visits Cincinnati. Panthers are 2-6. Bengals are 4-4. Da just blurted out. We really don't care, and I think DA's right. Bengals put up a little stink bomb against the Browns on Monday night. I don't know where that was going. So
I guess Holmes wasn't playing, right? Jamal's out.
Yes,
Jamal this week too.
So, yeah,
I think he's out this week too. Yes,
I'm going Carolina.
Carolina.
Yeah,
D-Dub, who you got?
Carolina.
Yeah, I'm with E. I'm gonna go with Carolina too with the performance that they had last week, and even in a losing situation where it wasn't their fault. It was the kicker. The kicker is the field goals. They win the game, and they're possibly in first place. But that didn't happen. So this week, Cincinnati, after what I seen Cincinnati do, I don't know they couple of injuries, and they're just not the same Cincinnati team of last year. So I'm going to take Carolina.
Gotcha. I'm taking Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati should win this game. Be 5-4. Cincinnati still doesn't block for Burrows, and Burrows holds on to the ball too long. It's a combination of both, and his man is out now, so that's going to be detrimental to him and the team. But I think they should still beat the Panthers, who are not really this good this year. Let me move on. I'm just mentioning it, but we're not going to say anything about this game. Green Bay goes to Detroit. I'm tired of talking about Aaron Rodgers and receivers.
They're just like the Lakers. Tired of talking about it.
No, tired of talking about them because this next game really, I don't even think we should even talk about this one either. Indianapolis against New England, even though New England continues to kick the Jets' ass again. The Jets have not beat New England since Mark Sanchez was a quarterback. Jet fans, get at me. What is that about?
I told y'all. I got one of them right.
Indy versus New England. So I'm gonna move right along. The aforementioned Jets, the Buffalo Bills, 6-1, visit the New Jersey Meadowlands and MetLife Stadium to face the Jets. Buffalo 6-1, Jets are 5-3. I will start with D-Dub. D-Dub, this game, Bills and Jets.
Yo, Kev, I'm not gonna say it's a division game, so it's easy to say that the Jets will go in here and lose at home. Well, I'm going to say it. The Jets are going to come in here and they're going to lose at home. Bills will win this game. Bills are stacked, man. They're a good team. Handle their business, do what they're supposed to do. So Bills should win this game, but it should be an entertaining game. Jets Jets got some injuries, but still, this should be a little entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Look for a Bills attack.
Gotcha. DA, who you got? Bills and Jets.
I'll go with the Bills. I think the Bills are mature enough to know they got to win. So,
division game. Yep.
Division game. The angry one. Who you got in this game for me, sir?
I'm going Buffalo as well. I think this is a big game, and I don't think the Jets are got their big boy drawers on to understand or to follow through to win this game. So I'm going Buffalo.
Got you. I'm going to pick Buffalo too. I'm like DA. This is a game that you guys should win. Bills should win. Jets are improved, but I think the Jets should have won that game last week against the Patriots. I don't understand what happened, but they didn't. Buffalo is stronger. So, one of my favorites. I'm a Giant fan, but one, who I'm rooting for, the Vikings. We'll go to that game next. Minnesota Vikings visit the Washington Commanders in Landover, Maryland here this coming Sunday at 1:00. Vikings 6-1, Commanders are 4-4. Commanders have been playing better football as of late. I'll take it to E. E, who you got in this game here?
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep on going against Kirk Cousins because it seems like he keep on winning. So I would pick Minnesota, but then he'll probably lose. This is going to be an interesting game. Kirk Cousins coming back to Washington, played for them and got a whole bunch of money from him in his tenure there. But this should be a very interesting game. This will tell exactly, well, to me, where Washington is as a football team. So Minnesota should win, but I would not be surprised if Washington wins. So, but I'm going Washington.
Okay. D-Dub, why are you laughing?
Yo, I'm laughing because Mama Warren is watching the podcast and she's saying, why are we not talking about Kyrie?
So listen, we can't.
He's suspended. That's why we're not talking about him, Auntie. He's suspended. He's not on the court. He's not on the court.
Ma, hold on. Let me give you this here. Let me give you this ticket here. This is all we're gonna say right here. But Ma, read that ticket right at the bottom. That's right there. That's it. That's all we gotta say.
I'll talk to you later about that.
Back to football. Did I say anything about this game? I think Minnesota should beat
Minnesota
Commanders.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I got Minnesota winning this game. Yo, man, I told you, Kirk Cousins is. Yo, man, he got that Minnesota team playing good. Kirk Cousins, man, he's good. He's a good. You got to give him his props, man. He got the weapons. Yo, he's doing what he needs to do, putting it together. So.
I thought when you said Mama Warren, she said she was going to talk about the DA. I said DA didn't say that.
That's why I put my head down. I just said no.
You had to pray for him some more. I was like, DA didn't do anything tonight.
Yeah, DA had that look like,
that was me tonight.
First time I see DA with that look like a trouble.
Oh shoot, I'm in trouble. Mama gonna get me.
Yeah, man. If we talk about the Kyrie thing, then I'm sure enough going to be in trouble. So I really don't want to, do that where it's at.
Football, National Football League. Don't need to talk about this one either. Vegas against Jacksonville, two teams not very good this year.
Disappointment.
Yeah, especially the Raiders, especially the Raiders.
Enough, man.
Raiders, I thought the
disappointed.
Raiders had
Turned the corner.
I thought they was gonna do something. And
I mean, with Devontae Adams, and he's got his man at quarterback. One thing about the Raiders, real quick, and Raider fans, get at me. Quarterback, what you do next year? Is he the man?
Kev, that's what I was going at. I said at some point you're gonna have to start to reevaluate Derek Carr.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. I mean, you got the weapon. You've been crying about it. You got it, and nothing. At some point you're gonna have to address the quarterback situation. Either go for something, do like the Browns. Well, no, maybe not do like the Browns, but you're gonna have to do something. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Hey, but I'll just say real quick, this is why you don't jump out the gym with what you see on paper, because the AFC West, they're going to be the best division in football. And I said that, I'm guilty. But you gotta let these guys play, man. And just like what Dido just said, you got to bring a guy in. Hopefully, they won't bring a Russell Wilson in there and stink up the place. But they're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to really reevaluate. It's not just Carr either. I think it's that whole. Who's the coach?
Oh God!
Yeah.
Come on, DA. Who's the coach?
Coach of
the Raiders.
The Raiders. The DA's favorite. They DA's friend. DA don't want to say it.
Oh man.
McDaniels.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's why I said it's not just Carr. Another
Josh McDaniels. I forgot.
No, I already told you what that's about, right? So long we understand that's where that's at.
Yep.
That's what
Josh McDaniels.
Let's move on.
I tried to give you the alley-oop, DA. You didn't want to jump.
Because I got people wanting to bomb my crib. Oh, you don't like the Patriots? No, I like the Patriots. I just don't like any coaches that ever came from the Patriots. That's all.
But Vrabel came from the Patriots.
He was a player. He was never a
player. Yeah.
That's what people would throw up there. He was a player. Yep.
Yeah,
he was a player.
I tell folks, man.
Yeah. Let's move on.
I love the game of football.
Yep. Let's move on here. Seattle, the Seahawks 5-3 go to the desert and face the Cardinals 3-5. Seattle with a big win over my New York Giants last week. I'll start here with E. 3-5. What y'all gonna do against Seattle, man? Well, E's shaking his head. Looked like not much of anything.
This is in Arizona. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Yeah, Seattle.
Wow.
We play better. We always split with them, and we always we always get the win on the road for whatever reason. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but yeah.
Gotcha. DA, who you got there? As he's observing something else. I'll go to D-Dub. D-Dub, what you got?
Yeah, definitely going with Seattle. I have no love for Arizona. I don't even know if they got love for themselves right now. That's how pathetic they've been. I shouldn't say pathetic.
Whoa.
Okay, I backed it down. I shouldn't say pathetic. They have not had a good season thus far. So, I like the way Seattle's moving. Pete Carroll got Geno Smith playing. Geno Smith had just matured. That's it. That's all I can say about Geno. He matured and he's looking really good and got an opportunity and he's taking full advantage of it. So shout outs to him.
Right. I totally agree. I got Seattle winning this game. The Cardinals have not been playing up to par, in my opinion. Seattle, D-Dub, I totally agree with you. Pete Carroll looks rejuvenated. I'm not going to get into the whole Russell Wilson was there and all that stuff, but something has changed. And Geno Smith, I think, it's kind of like anything in life. You're doing something when you're young and you really don't grasp it. But now it's just like the light bulb goes on and it's like he's got it. And he's being smart. He's doing smart plays. I like Seattle in this one. And I think Seattle should win this game. Let me move right along. Nope, there's no need to mention this game either. The Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rams are 3-4. Buccaneers are 3-5. That game's in Tampa. This is a replay of
That's a
the
tie.
NFC championship game last year. Was it the championship game or the divisional game? I'm trying to remember real quick, but
that was
there's no
the
need.
divisional.
Yeah, that was a divisional game. Well, Rams are 3-4, Buccaneers 3-5. The Rams have the Super Bowl blues, and Tampa Bay, Tom Brady looks just old. He doesn't have any blocking, and so forth and so forth. I don't think. Let me move right along. The Sunday night game. The Sunday night game should be a really good one. Tennessee started off shaky. They are currently now 5-2, in spite of their quarterback. And Kansas City, they're 5-2. DA, I'm gonna give it to you. What you think about this game here?
Taking Tennessee.
Okay.
They're gonna take the Kansas City's defense is woefully bad. Derrick Henry is going to drag those fools up and down the field. So that's what's going to happen.
The DA the last 2 years has been ragging Kansas City's defense. He said, "Yo, they won't get right."
They're not going to get right, and that's the easiest way to keep Mahomes off the field is by running the ball.
Running the ball. I totally agree.
That's all.
D-Dub, who you got in this game?
Yeah, I totally agree with DA, and I just love the descriptive drag. Yes, Henry will drag the dudes up and down the field, and that's what I'm saying. A steady dose. Tennessee got the whole playbook, the steady dose of Derrick Henry, and give him the ball, and let him do his thing. Because
Henry ran for like 30-some times last year. He single-handedly beat the Texans last week, my opinion.
And if you keep Derrick Henry with the ball and ball control, Tennessee should win this game.
Agreed. E, who you got in this game, sir?
615, Cashville.
Cashville it is. Cashville it is.
Tennessee should have 300 yards rushing in this game total.
300 yards.
That's with the running backs. That's with the quarterbacks, the coaches, the fucking cheerleaders, everybody. Because Kansas City can't stop the
run. Teams on a bye this week are the Browns, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Giants, the Steelers, and DA's Niners. Last game, and Mike Mills is probably still having some technical difficulties of connection. His Baltimore Ravens visit New Orleans. I think this is simple as it is. New Orleans is not this good this year. I think the Ravens should win this game. D-Dub, who you got as he's munching on something? What you got there, bro?
Sweet tarts.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I got the Ravens.
Sponsor, man.
Hopefully they'll send us some money.
Yeah.
D-Dub is your
what is he chewing on over there? That's good.
Yeah.
I got these sweet tarts.
Sweet tarts. Yeah. I'm zooming on the sweet tarts. Yeah. I got the Ravens going.
Ravens got you. DA, who you got,
Ravens.
man?
I should be the Ravens.
Yeah. Eric, who you got?
Baltimore. It shouldn't even be close, but I mean, they're on the road,
So I know the guys are proud of me that I've not talked about every single game, because every single game does not need to be talked about. Here, like I said, the Green Bay, I'm just getting tired of Aaron Rodgers and the whole, you don't have receivers and the young receivers. I'm just over it. He took the bag. Do y'all understand what that means? He took the money.
That means
and in the NFL, right? In the NFL, if you, as a quarterback, if you take 33% of the salary cap, I mean, I'm just exaggerating, but if you take the bag and you don't have nobody else to get the bag to help you catch and block and receive and all that thing, I don't feel. Don't cry for me.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah, we ain't crying the river over here.
No.
Because you know how that is in football. Oh, but he should get paid. Yes.
I should.
Okay, but understand the ramifications in a salary cap sport and a hard cap. Baseball, you can just spend. If you're willing to pay the luxury tax, you're good.
Yeah. I mean,
So I don't want to hear it. So that's why I'm just over it. He's crying and stuff like that. Or he needs to play Modern Warfare with his rookie. No, just I'm
Listen,
anyway.
listen.
Go ahead, man.
I'm just say this, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like just like another said player that we speak on from time to time here on this channel. You're supposed to be the best. I keep hearing you, bad man, Aaron Rodgers. You discount, double check, and all this other stuff. Take these guys, okay, in the off season because your season is fucking over. Take these guys, go throw around in your backyard, get right, come back next year. That's all, and that's it. I don't want to hear nothing else. You're supposed to be the best. You're supposed to make everybody better. I guess.
Breach.
Yeah. You just got to do better. That's it. Stop crying. Nobody cares. You getting paid
50.
A handsome penny. Do better.
50 a year.
Is he? And I'm gonna say this: is he standing tall?
Oh, he's standing.
He's standing tall. Yeah. The motherfucker got crutches standing up there, and he can't fall down.
He got a ladder.
He got a safety net, parachute, all that shit.
Yo, the merch. The
harness.
He got a kickstand coming out of his back.
Yeah.
Yo, the merchandise will be here soon. We got some good things coming up here, and in 2023 for the Sports Chasers, man. We'll get into that, but we'll be having some merch. You'll be available to purchase online on our website at what's our website down here? Let me get it here real quick. Some of the Sports Chasers podcast.net. That's scrolling right there at the bottom of your screen. You'll be able to go to the website, purchase some merchandise. We got a lot of great sayings. One of our sayings that we have on the show is standing tall at the ATM. I'll give it to D as part of his parting shots as we end the show here. D, why do we say that? Standing tall at the ATM. I'll give it to you, bro.
Dudes is just standing tall, getting that paper. They're not standing tall for their team. They're not playing hard, but they will, on time, every time, be at that ATM right. No excuses when you're standing tall.
Yep. So we'll have some images. We'll have some merchandise for that. We think it's pretty cool. See that nice shirt Eric got? Eric, go ahead and flaunt your shirt there, brother. We'll have that on. We'll have that where you can purchase online, plus the hat too. We'll have the shirt in I believe black and gray. The hat, we're still working that out, but that's some of the things that we have. E, I'm gonna pass it to you because there's another saying that you came up with. What was that other saying, E? That we'll have on the t-shirts.
You know what?
Oh no!
Not that.
No.
Go with the we. Go with the we.
And GOAT.
Ooh, yes. In GOAT We Trust. That was branded after the great Tom Brady. Yeah, man. We when you are, as D-Dub said many episodes ago about how we have this, we have everybody's elite now, right? But we have to have another tier for the GOATs. Okay, Tom Brady, some of us feel that he's up there with the GOAT. So in GOAT We Trust.
Gotcha.
So that's what that is.
What's your parting shot? I got you right there. What you got for us, E?
Oh man, another great show. Pardon my lateness, hectic day, but it's all good when we come up here and talk what we all know and love in sports. But yeah, nothing heavy, man. Y'all be safe out here. Have a great weekend. Be kind to one another, and like I said, man, can we be consistent all the way across the board? That's all I'm gonna say. Just be consistent all the way across the board. Get your facts together, and take it from there, man. But other than that, man, y'all be blessed.
Gotcha. D-Dub, what you got?
Yo, I ain't got nothing, man. Other than everybody be great, be cool. What I'm saying, love on one another. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, man. It has some, it's been a crazy, crazy week. We just gotta do better.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. What I was gonna say here, I don't have nothing heavy or anything like that. Appreciate the guys coming through. I guess Mike's connection is still not connecting. Mike always has something good, but he'll be back next week. Couple reminders. Hey, look for us on Monday, 11 o'clock. Fourth and short, 30 minutes. We talk about football. We in, we out. The next Wednesday, not Thursday, next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Thank God I can multitask. Thank you, Eric. Next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. We'll be back here, not Thursday, next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. We'll be back here for another 90-minute show to talk some sports, man, and nothing heavy. I'm like E. There's so much going on in the world. I love coming and doing this. It's actually therapeutic for me to talk sports and just talk only sports. And so, you know, I'll just leave it at that, man. But the guys are laughing, and nope, I'm not going to entertain them. I'm going to end the show. Nope. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator. Dorian the D.A. Albritton, Daryl D. Del Warren, James Eric Warren, Mike Mills in his absence as he has connection issues. Dan K. Our hockey dude. Yo, this is a sports podcast. Hey, y'all be good. Have a blessed week. Have a great weekend. Y'all be good. See y'all on Monday.